talking about Meghan Markle, the Queen, and a car ride that got everyone talking. Picture this. It's June 2018, Meghan Markle is fresh off the royal wedding buzz, and she's about to embark on her first solo engagement with none other than Queen Elizabeth II. No pressure, right? Now we all know the Queen, a woman of grace, composure, and decades of tradition under her belt. For Meghan, this was the ultimate crash course in royal protocol. Imagine starting a new job and being paired with the CEO for your first project. Stressful much? So, the two of them are in Cheshire for the day. It's a big deal. They're opening a bridge, visiting a theater, and doing all the royal things that royals do. Cameras are flashing, crowds are cheering, and everything seems to be going smoothly until the car moment. You've probably seen the clip. If not, let me set the scene for you. Meghan and the Queen are walking toward their car, and Meghan hesitates. She's unsure who should get in first. Now, let's be real. Most of us wouldn't even think about it. We'd just hop in. But in the royal world, even something as simple as getting into a car has rules. Here's the deal. In royal protocol, the most important person usually sits diagonally behind the driver. That's the power seat. But the Queen had her own preferences. She often liked to sit directly behind the driver. Confusing, right? So there's Meghan, caught in this moment of hesitation, and what does she do? She turns to the Queen and asks, "What's your preference?" Talk about grace under pressure. The Queen gestures for Meghan to get in first, and the situation is resolved in seconds. Crisis averted. But, oh boy, did this tiny moment blow up. The media had a field day. Headlines screamed about Meghan breaking protocol or being unprepared. Social media was buzzing with opinions. Some people thought it was a charming moment that showed Meghan's respect for the Queen. Others criticized her, calling her clueless about royal traditions. It's funny, isn't it? Something so small can become such a big deal when you're a royal. Now, let's take a step back and think about it. Imagine being in Meghan's shoes. You're new to this world of royal rules and expectations. There's no official handbook for this stuff, by the way. Sure, there are advisors and aides, but it's not like someone hands you a cheat sheet that says, "When in doubt, ask the Queen." And honestly, Meghan's reaction was pretty smart. Instead of assuming or making a mistake, she asked for guidance. If anything, that shows respect and humility. Prince Harry later mentioned in his memoir that Meghan was acting on the Queen's instructions throughout that engagement. So, all the critics calling her unprepared might want to rethink that. Meghan wasn't fumbling. She was adapting. And let's not forget, the Queen didn't seem bothered at all. If anything, she looked like she enjoyed Meghan's company that day. They were seen laughing and chatting, and the Queen even seemed to be guiding Meghan along at times. It was a genuine human moment, something we don't always get to see with royals. Now, here's a little fun fact. Royal protocol can be pretty intricate. Did you know that the order of who enters or exits a room can depend on rank? Or that there are specific rules about how to greet the Queen? And don't even get me started on the etiquette for dining with her. It's like a whole other language. So, it's no wonder that even seasoned royals sometimes slip up. Meghan's moment in the car wasn't the first time someone got tripped up by protocol, and it definitely won't be the last. Speaking of royal slip-ups, let's have a laugh. Remember the time Prince Phillip was caught joking with a photographer, saying, "Just take the bloody picture." Or when Princess Anne rolled her eyes at a formal event. Even the Queen herself once stepped out of her car with her handbag caught on the door handle. Royals. They're just like us. Well, sort of. But back to Meghan. This moment in Cheshire highlights something bigger. It's a reminder of the scrutiny that comes with being a royal, especially for someone like Meghan, who was new to the institution. Every move she made was analyzed, every word dissected. And let's be honest, she didn't exactly get an easy ride from the media. But if you ask me, she handled it with grace. Sure, she's had her fair share of controversies, but moments like this show her human side. Someone trying to navigate an incredibly complex and public role. Let's talk about the Queen for a second. Can we just appreciate how cool and composed she always seemed? In that moment with Meghan, she could have easily let the hesitation become awkward, but she didn't. She simply gestured for Meghan to go ahead. It's little moments like these that show why the Queen was so beloved. She had a way of putting people at ease, even in high-pressure situations. And let's not forget, this was a woman who met countless world leaders, survived decades of public scrutiny, and still managed to keep her sense of humor. Absolute legend. Now, if you're enjoying this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Throne Talk. We've got plenty more royal tales coming your way. Whether it's historical deep dives, modern-day drama, or just fun facts about the royals, we've got you covered. And hey, if you have a favorite royal moment you want us to cover, let us know in the comments. So, what's the takeaway from all this? For one, being a royal is no walk in the park. There's a lot to learn, a lot to remember, and a lot of eyes watching your every move. For Meghan, that moment in Cheshire was just one of many learning experiences. It showed us her willingness to adapt, her respect for the Queen, and yes, her humanity. At the end of the day, she's just like the rest of us, figuring things out as she goes. The only difference? She's doing it on a global stage. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the complexity of royal life. It's not just about tiaras and fancy dinners. It's about tradition, duty, and yes, sometimes navigating awkward car moments. Meghan's story is just one chapter in the ever-evolving saga of the royal family. And here at Throne Talk, we're here to bring you all the highs, the lows, and the in-betweens. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, whether you're a royal watcher or just here for the tea, there's always more to explore. Until next time, keep it royal.